Yo. Welcome to a thing. I bought a new camera and it sucks. I can already tell it's awful. I can already tell this camera is not very good. Give me a moment while I get settled in here. There we go. There we go. All right. It has been a while. It has been quite a while, but we are finally coming back to the best generation of Pokemon. Very excited. I need to remember what my buttons do, because I have forgotten. Okay. So, we are back. I think all there really is to do is take on Elisa. I mean, there's probably stuff to do in the city, but because I did. Yeah, I think I already did Anvil Town. I think I already fought the trainers out here, right? Did I do that? Do I have Dig? I do have Dig. That's basically my entire strategy against Elisa. It's basically my entire game plan. Have I fought? Okay, I fought people out here. Have I fought everyone out here? It appears so. Appears I have already cleared out this route. So presumably I've cleared Route 5 as well. So yeah, I guess it's just we do the electric gym. Do I have the amulet coin? As much as I like the bright powder strats, amulet coin is good. Amulet coin is useful. Did I beat everyone here, or have I not cleared this out yet? I do not recall. I have already beaten everyone. Okay. So yeah, actually, the only thing left to do is fight Elisa. Right? It's been like a month since I picked up the game. I've already beat Elisa. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. Okay, never mind. I need to go to the next town. Driftvale. Okay. Recalibrated. I have recalibrated. I now understand what I am supposed to be doing. So, the problem is I do not have a plan for Clay. I have no idea what I'm going to do against Clay. Team Plasma is here. Let's beat up these Team Plasma girls. And then we'll get the dramatic backstory of our rival. Break. Spark Break one shot? No, it does not. Disaster. Not the hypnosis. Not like this. Oh, please wake up. I'm begging you to please wake up. The incredible sleep fusion strategy. Get me out of here. I should have quick attacked. Oh well. It's fine. We're faster. What an abysmal Pokemon Watchog is. What a terrible Pokemon. I'm still asleep. New. Unfortunately, we have to switch. Didn't get poisoned. Incredible. Alright, that was mildly annoying. We, Team Plasma, are searching for something. Interesting. 5 years ago, Team Plasma stole my little sister's purloin. It had been given to her as a present. I was only a little kid. I couldn't do anything. So that's why I have to get stronger. Probably the most useless full heal in the game. But thanks anyway, I guess. I did clear out Route 5, right? Surely? Yeah, I think I've fought everyone here. I still have to fight this guy. Do you do triple or rotation in this generation? Ooh, my dog picked something up. An escape rope. Okay. Sure. Okay, it's a rotation battle in black. In white, it would be a triple. Which, like, a triple or a rotation battle is basically just a single battle with extra steps. So I am okay with this. This is completely fine. Really? That's the move you went for? That's what you were going for there? It didn't KO, are you insane? I was using the feint attack to cover the rotation into Sigilif, which did not happen. So we have Moxie going. Brick Break is 75, feint attack is 60. So Brick Break is the better option here, because it's neutral either way. It would not have been the better move if he had rotated into Sigilif. But he does not appear to be, how you would say, very clever. This is not the smartest trainer I have fought against. Ew! See, if you had just done that to start with, we would be in a much different situation. All right. On we go to the next city. Grab this feather. Clever Wing. A Pokemon. Interesting. This does not seem like a good battle for me. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. Not the best EV boosting items, but if you just want a few effort values, the wings are certainly not the worst way to go. You can kind of grind them here. One thing that I did is just kind of run back and forth here. And then they'll spawn and you can pick them up. Again, not the most efficient, but it's free, so it is an option. Alright. Come on, let's have fun stealing Pokemon like we did before. I can't. I've learned the hard way that stealing from others is wrong. Apparently, that's a lesson you have to learn. Oh. Well, away they go. Alright, we are in Driftvale, and there is quite a bit for us to do here. This guy gives you the Shell Bell. It's like a kind of okay item. Does anyone upstairs give you anything in this building? I can never remember where all the stuff is around here. Because I think there are a couple buildings where you get like multiple items from the various people. Okay, nothing else in here. Where is the big root? That seems like an item that might actually be somewhat useful. Might be an item worth trying to find. Or we can come over here and buy milk. Finally, we get Moo Moo milk. Fantastic healing item. I'm gonna grab a few dozen of these. And we should be set on healing items for a while. And the expert belt. And the TM for embargo. Less useful than the expert belt, but sure. I'll take it. You want me to teach a move to a Pokemon. Knows payback. I believe she just picks from the TMs that you have a random move. Feint attack is nice because it doesn't miss. And also it's higher power. I kind of don't want to teach this to Skidmark. I kind of don't want that move. Like this guy. Yeah, 3 years ago, Team Plasma talked me into letting my dear Pokemon go. Ever since, I've been staying in hotels as I please. To be honest, I feel lonely, but it's good not to have Pokemon who will be left behind and feel sad after I pass away. That's an interesting perspective. An interesting way of looking at things. Everstone. Once again, not the greatest item in the world. Not the most useful item I could have gotten. I guess I should stop by the Pokemon Center, hey? I guess that's a good idea. What do you have to say? Not much. You do get the super effective Savant medal. Is this a TM shop or no? I don't remember. Let me buy a few of these super repels. I can get Dusk Balls. Or no, it doesn't matter how many of these I buy, because you only get Premier Balls for Pokeballs. We're kind of past the point where Nest Balls make sense, aren't we? I guess there's still some Pokemon we could grab. Netball is not super helpful. Did I already talk to you? Luxury Balls. That would have been nice to have when I caught my Baneri. Are you the tutor? Yes, this is the move tutor. Do I want any moves from the move tutor? Is this the balloon guy or the big root guy? This is the balloon guy, right? Yeah. So where's the big root? Must be here. Driftveil's gone and changed so much, I thought I'd been hornswoggled. That's a word. Yep, I don't think there's anything down here. But there is a big root upstairs, which is pretty nice. for a Pokemon that we will be picking up shortly. Can I just leave? Can I just go? Yeah, you can just leave. You can just bail. It's a Deerling. I was gonna say I've used a Deerling before. I think I used it on stream. Not the double kick. Okay, we're fine. Double kick, apparently not a very good move. Takedown, a significantly better move. I don't have any Great Balls? That's interesting. Just for fun, catching the Deerling. In case I happen to, by accident, catch enough Pokemon to unlock critical captures. Wait! Am I gonna be able to run from this thing? No! I cannot. There is a hidden grotto here with a hidden item. Well, that was disappointing. I forget what Pokemon you can even get at that hidden grotto. Did I already have Moo Milk? Interesting. Because it's already sorted into the correct spot in the bag. I really should just have the dowsing machine on. You just have a cast form. I should not have turned the dowsing machine off. You know what? And in fact, I'm gonna give you the expert belt. Is Roham holding the Eviolite? What are you holding? Yeah, okay. Did not mean to hit that. You do have a cast form, right? I'm not losing my mind. Not going crazy. And we're just gonna Brick Break. And it's just gonna turn into a water type. Thanks, cast form. Appreciate you. Now this is a 3-shot. Powder Snow. Sure. Happy it didn't freeze. Ad break in less than a minute. Apologies, gang. Where is it pointing me? Must be down that ledge that I do not want to go. I really should be leading with someone else. Skidmark, you are not very fast. I should move my super repels to my free space. That seems like it might be a good idea. Still did not switch out Skidmark from the lead because I am a genius. Tranquil does not seem to be very strong. That did not do nearly as much damage as I would have expected. What does this trainer lead with? What do you use? Deerling. This is fine. This is actually okay. Surely it's just Flame Charge. The Leech Seed miss. This is huge. Broham is also not very fast. Broham is also slower than this Deerling. Why did I build such a slow team? Why is my team so slow? Why did I do this to myself? Tragically did not one-shot. Fortunately, does not matter. Okay. One of these is an item. And I'm not sure which. This one is not the item. What abilities does Fungus get naturally? Is Regenerator hidden? I think Regenerator is a hidden ability. Yeah, the only ability I can get is Effect Spore. Okay. Let's catch you in a nest ball, because you are literally right on the cusp of being catchable with it. Do we just go for the low-hanging fruit? Do we just... Amogus. Peak nicknaming. It's all downhill from here. Do I have a nest ball? Or a net ball, rather? I have exactly one. Just fun to catch bug types in net balls. Which was not the most efficient use of my net ball, but it was just fun. Elixir. Very nice. I kind of feel like I have to beat up some of these wild Pokemon. Because the level curve in this game, I love Black and White 2. The level curve does not feel as tight as Black and White 1. Doesn't feel as tuned. What's really nice about this fungus is that it is exactly at the level I need it to be. Like, it's basically just ready to go out of the box. A rash nature. Plus special attack minus special defense. That, I think I will take that. I think that is not bad. Do I have any TMs that I would like to teach you? Not particularly. Not especially. Alright, Fungus. We're gonna train you up a little. You already have Giga Drain, so I kind of want you to have the big root. Yeah, I think the dowsing machine was pointing me at that item that I can't access yet. Shelmet. Not the strong bug, man. Ooh. That's not a lot of damage. That didn't do very much damage. Why were you trying to Mega Drain the grass poison type? Why was that your chosen strategy? Just catching things for the love of the game at this point. What do you use? Oh, these guys just use Deerling, right? No, I can just switch train. Yeah, this is fine. I can just switch train. I think both of these scientists use Deerling. And because they're scientists, I know that the first turn is just going to be an X item. So basically, I get a free switch. A free-ish switch. I mean, it's very free if they're just going to use Feint Attack. We'll uncover the mechanism of Pokemon and human relationships. Interesting. That's not a Deerling. I stand corrected. They do not just use Deerling. I was incorrect. Did not one-shot. Tragic. What level do you evolve? It's like 32 or something? Do not recall. False swipe. Wild strategy. Don't think it's going to pay off, but very creative. Very creative strategy. A moonstone. I can evolve the Muna that I don't have. Can a Mogus run from a Deerling? No. But the Effect Spore? Insane. Still can't run away. There we go. But I already have a tiny mushroom. I don't need this tiny mushroom as well. I mean, I guess when my tiny mushroom becomes a big mushroom, I won't have a tiny mushroom anymore. I don't have that much soda pop left. I don't have any normal potions left? Interesting. I mean, I guess I have a ton of milk. So, if all I care about is convenience, and I don't care about wasting the HP, that's fine. Alright, one of these item balls is a fungus. and I do not remember which one it is. I do not recall which one is the fungus. It's going to be tragic when I trigger effect spore right here. It's going to be incredibly unfortunate. Did not trigger effect spore. This is huge. This is massive for us. Nice crit. Don't think it mattered. All right. The suspense is going to have to continue for another moment. First, I have to run from this swaddler. This might take a second. This might take me a second. Why is my team so slow? And it's the fungus. Thank you. Okay, that down there is 100% a fungus. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the trap. I'm not gonna do it. Going to be very funny when this cast form outspeeds me and I don't get to have a super effective brick break. No, it's going for the powder snow for some reason. Not the strategy. This is not the play. Chargestone Cave is great, he says. And a shiny stone. Yeah, okay. Do not trigger the cutscene here yet. Alright, can I run from a Carablast? Please. Thank you. Protein. I was gonna say this right here is a Nuzlocker's Nightmare, where the outside area is the same as the inside area, but I don't think there's actually any grass in the area that is actually part of Chargestone Cave. So it's actually not that bad. Does she give you the lucky egg here? That would be cool. Hi, Bianca. No, she does not give it to you here. She gives it to you later. In Black and White 1, she gives it to you here. It's a Ferocity. Or no, you don't have sturdy, you have rough skin. No, you have iron barbs. You have a unique version of rough skin. I also was kind of hoping that wasn't gonna one-shot. It's a little Joltik. One day I would like to use Galvantula. That'd be pretty cool. I know what you are. You are a filthy Emolga user. You are a filthy Emolga main. Immediately get static. Immediately get hit with static. What do I have to help me with this paralysis? How do I fix this? I do not have any paralyzed heals. Guess I could have used a Castelia Cone. Nice super potion. Alright, I need to take care of something real quick. Give me one moment, please. Have returned. For the record, I am looking for something here. I'm not just wandering around this cave for the sake of it. I am actually here for a purpose. And it's not for... Maybe it is for you. Unfortunately, I have built a team of very physical attackers. Ew! That was not very much damage. That was not a lot of HP of damage. Gonna switch. Gonna use something else. Really? Steel still resists dark in this game, right? Yeah. I need to switch again. It's really hard to weaken this thing. Don't have a lot of tools at my disposal. You know what? That's gonna have to be good enough. I actually don't have any way to weaken this thing further. Alright, we caught another one of N's Pokemon. That's pretty neat. And we have enough Pokemon to do the critical capture. That's the word I'm looking for. Moo Milk, my beloved. Is it here? There's a yellow shard under this rock. I think I know what that scientist down there has. Tragically, I do not believe my physical attacker situation is going to get any better. Tragically, looking at my team plan, I don't think we're really going to get any more special attackers on this team. Hello? Thank you. Bro stared right at me and didn't battle me. Surely you use a Clink, right? No. You know what? Close enough. Good enough. Forgot I get a free turn. Lets me get a free dig. Sturdy. Tragic. At least it didn't paralyze me. We're speed tied? I'm sorry? I thought I moved first last time. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's go back and heal, I guess. Don't want you. There are Pokemon other than Ferocity in this cave, right? I'm not hallucinating that. I didn't just make that up, right? That is, they exist. They're here. Oh my goodness, I ran away from a Pokemon. This is remarkable. This is incredible. Unheard of. I think there's a triple battle in this cave. Although I also don't think I can access the triple battle in this cave. So I guess it's fine. Nose pass. Look at that schnoz. What are the odds I don't kill it? Not the rest! Actually, this is fine. As long as I don't miss this jump kick. I don't even know why I tempted fate like that. I don't even know why I said that. Why would you first turn rest? Why is that the move you chose? Anyway, we caught a nose. Here we go. Max repel. Huge. Massive for us. Steel gem. Huge. Massive for us. Oh my goodness, it's real. It actually exists. Clink is real and it can hurt me, which is good. What if we dusk ball this guy? What if we catch this guy in a dusk ball? It's the evil gear. No, he's the metal gear. I think that's his name. That is what we will call you. We have caught the metal gear. Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna grab him right away because Clink is not going to be at all useful in this upcoming gym. It's not gonna help us at all. Hyper Potion. Don't think we can get through here. This is just like a shortcut back. Apparently, just running into that stone is all it took for us to get an encounter. Dang it. Have I caught everything that's upstairs? Do I have to go downstairs to catch more stuff? Okay, that's as far as we can go. There's a lot of encounters in this cave. Unfortunately, do not have fly with me. Not falling for it. There is a deerling inside of this building. I just don't have an open slot in my party, so I can't grab it. $30 boxed. Medals. Bashful nature. What is that? What is bashful? Neutral. Sure. Tragically, yet another physical attacker. Ooh, I did not realize how terrible Scraggy's special attack is. Not that I was planning on using it, but holy crap. Even Fungus, with a plus special attack nature. Not very good special attack. Which is deeply tragic. The next guy has a herdier, right? I desperately wish that they just moved this roadblock a little further down. Oh! Forgot this is a cross transceiver spot. If they just moved the roadblock down to there, I would be able to get this hidden item. Alright, let's battle Rude. He leads with his herdier. What is his second Pokemon? I don't recall. Couldn't remember if he had Intimidate. He does. Fortunately, literally throwing, so we're fine. Actually just throwing. Throwing for content. Do I stay in? I guess this isn't really a Moxie boost. This is a Moxie put me back to neutral. But Swoobat seems like a good matchup other than the fact that it's a flying type and it's faster than me. Ew! Alright, Metal Gear, congratulations. You are in the show. Your services are required, sir. In we go. These are the former Team Plasma. Basically, the people from last game's Team Plasma who have changed their ways and decided to try to help Pokemon. As you can see, unlike the Team Plasma members we've seen up to now, they are wearing the old Team Plasma uniform. Unfortunately, I forgot to make a spot in my party. Let me go do that. Yep. This is another memory link spot. Did you hear? Did I hear what? Well, I ran into some of our old allies. Oh, those who are still in Team Plasma? They tried to convince me to rejoin Team Plasma. Seriously? Well, quite a few of them are still in Team Plasma. Lord Getsus. No, just Getsus. I guess he was actually pretty good. He's awesome. Just kidding. What? How dare you say that? How can you say such a thing after you know what he's done to our Lord N? Of course that was disgusting. But even if you live honesty, I'm telling you, the world is cold, as if you were surrounded by cryogonal. Yeah, you're right. It has flaws, but Team Plasma is Team Plasma. Don't you think we could have gone to a region far away? Organizations like Team Plasma must exist everywhere. We might have gotten favorable treatment because of our experience. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And did I mention stupid? It all adds up to nincompoop. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ow. We have to do something for Pokemon. Did you forget that? Honestly, I'm sorry. But Pokemon have a hard time too, don't you think? Once they're in Pokeballs, that's it. That might happen. Still, do you think they really like their trainers? Yeah, but Lord N was listening to such feelings and words from Pokemon. Just imagining it can break my heart. Lord N, I wonder where he is. Now, let's find the Pokemon in N's castle. We have to protect them. I'm here, though. I've been worried about the people who believed in me, but they seem to know what they can do for Pokemon in their own ways. Compared to them, what was I doing? What I really should have done was tell people how Pokemon feel. The legendary Dragon-type Pokemon knew that. It has lived long and known many people. It knew humans and Pokemon have lived and will live together. It knew that in this relationship, humans' actions have an enormous impact on Pokemon. That's why that's why it helps the one who searches for truth. The one who opens the way to the future. It's not necessary, separating black from white and humans from Pokemon. If you think in terms of each individual life, this world was in a state that couldn't be divided any further. Possibilities are born out of combining and fusing these different lives. There are some things we can understand only by doing this. It will give form to unseen things. These formulae will restructure the world and make it richer. From their Pokeballs, I can hear many different feelings Pokemon have about their trainers. More than anything, I can hear their joy, that they met people who need them. I'll go. For Pokemon. For trainers. And for all lives. And for my friends who saved me. Anyway. Let's go get Azora. So normally this would be where you get the pure youth medal. Because this is Ends Zorua. I have used this Zorua before. Zoroark, not the most incredible Pokemon, but it's kind of interesting to use. All right. While I'm around here, can I get any cool moves? Iron Head's an interesting move. You can get the punches, which is pretty cool. Dual Chop isn't a bad physical dragon move. What learns Iron Head? Actually, I don't think I want that. Lopunny gets the punches. What would be a good punch? What does my team need? Ice Punch, maybe? Not a bad choice. Skidmark gets the punches as well. Nova Pro's favorite game? Exactly. How's it going, Jinx? Hope you're doing well. Ice Punch could be good for this gym as well. Fire Punch might have been a pretty good choice as well, but oh well. Alright, so our plan is Fungus and Lopunny. That is our strat. That is what I have cooked up. And we'll see how far that gets us. I don't think Skidmark is going to survive long enough to have any value against Excadrill. Maybe Broham does survive long enough. I don't know. We'll find out. When does Fungus evolve? Challenging the gym, huh? Nice. Keep getting stronger. Let me tell you though, Clay's tough. Even if all you have to use against ground types is water type Pokemon, you might still be in for a rough fight. When do I get a Moongus? Level 39! Why would you name your Mon Skidmark? It's a reference to a tabletop RPG I did. One of my friends, his character was like a guy who accidentally joined like a biker gang. And he had a Scraggy named Skidmark. And so in honor of that campaign, I named it after them. Alright, with how much I play this game, you would think I would know this gym layout. That's it, that's the end of that sentence. I mean, I vaguely remember. You were hoping for something less sophisticated? I mean, to be fair, it's not especially sophisticated. Alright, so the plan here is just Giga Drain to victory. It gets the boost, not the ancient power boost. Ew! That's a 3-shot. That's an extra sensory. Ew! Skidmark actually getting value? Skidmark actually providing value? Alright. This is gonna be a rough one. This gym's gonna be rough. Let's use some milk. I do kind of want to fight as many of these trainers as I can, to be honest with you. If I can be TBH with you. Mushroom milk. Drillbur. If you are struggling in any Pokemon game, Gen 5 and beyond, Drillbur is your guy. Drillbur is your man. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Amogus, please. Drillbur definitely seems to fit a minor trainer. Well, let me introduce you to Excadrill, sir. I have a friend that I would like to introduce you to. It's actually going to be a while before we get to Excadrill. Sandile. I desperately need to get experience onto Amogus. not the swagger, man. I don't need that. What percent would you say you've completed in this run? I would say I'm a little under halfway. Stop. Stop. Stop what you are doing. Stop what you are doing. The audacity of this man. The audacity of this sandile. Cannot believe that Skidmark is providing more value in this gym than Fungus. Mushroom got a case of dementia. I really thought Fungus was going to be a little bit more useful in this gym than it has been. I kind of thought the Pokemon that has been like the staple in competitive, like since it was introduced, over a decade ago. I thought it was going to be a little bit more useful than this. Guess we go up. Just kidding. The audacity of this man. Absolutely ambushed me. And it's another ball toy. I don't need this, man. Power trick good for me? Is this good? Unclear. Cannot tell. Anyway, despite all of the odds, we have made it to level 30. In spite of my Pokemon's best efforts, it has leveled up. Embargo is fine. Embargo I am okay with. Anyway, that's how that fight against the Sandile was supposed to go last time. That's how that fight is supposed to go. Why are there so many Sandile? I don't want any more of these Sandile. I don't want to fight this thing anymore. It gets one-shotted, but holy crap, is it annoying. Didn't get flinched. This is huge. There is Clay. If you see those flashing lights in the middle there. Trying to find as many trainers as I can before we're done here. Just because you don't really get a second chance to fight them. This is like your one shot, one opportunity to claim everything you ever wanted. Will you take it or let it slip? This is gonna hurt. Fortunately, we heal it all back immediately. I am rapidly running out of Giga Drain. Oh, now you get a crit. Sure. I really don't want to have to go back and heal, because this gym is so annoying to navigate. The audacity. And he uses a Sandile. I should have known. Don't you swagger, man. Please, no. Not doing this again. I will not deal with this again. I refuse. This guy. It's faster than me? If I had known that, I would have just used Brick Break. That was not the move I meant to press. That was not the move I was trying to use. You know, I'm suddenly less confident that Fungus is the play here. You know what? I don't think I need to fight any more trainers. I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. I think I really don't need to have that experience. Honestly, just lead with Lopunny. Every playthrough I do of this game, I have to have one insanely strong Pokemon that carries me when the Pokemon I actually want to use let me down. In this playthrough, that's Lopunny. In this playthrough, that is my Rabbit. How much does this Ice Punch do? Not as much as I would like. Jump Kick, fortunately, is enough. Sand Slash. Amogus, I'm giving you one shot, one opportunity to grasp everything you ever wanted. Will you take it? Or let it slip? Answer is unclear. Answer is not clear. Nice Effect Spore at the moment where it doesn't matter. Excadrill is coming out. What if I just use Broham? Now we'll use my. I am underleveled. Wow. What the cute charm? This could be huge. They're saying it's the biggest cute charm of all time. I did not know you had a berry. If I had known that, I would not have gone for that move. They are no longer saying it's the biggest cute charm of all time. Surely it's just Brick Break. Not like this! Not like this! Okay. All you have to do, I was gonna say, is not flinch to this rock slide. But he used Bulldoze. Amogus is getting a second shot, a second opportunity. Amogus did not take advantage. Why couldn't you get the effect spore there? Alright, all we have to do is not die to this upcoming bulldoze. That's all we have to do. Unless he uses slash. I saw that damage, my heart sank. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Went exactly according to plan. Do I actually want Heat Crash? Is that actually a good move? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, we have achieved, what is this, the Quake badge? Badge number 5. And we get Bulldoze. The reason I say, even though we have 5 out of 8 badges, that we're still a little under halfway, is because there's a few gaps coming up in between the badges, including just a massive gap between 6 and 7. Like right here, we have a lot of plot stuff coming up. Immediately after the 6th badge, we have a lot of plot stuff coming up. And between 7 and 8, I think there's a fair bit of plot stuff you have to do. And then after the 8 badge, there's a whole ton of plot stuff you have to clean up. So yeah, even though the badges say we're more than halfway, I would say we're still just a little bit short of halfway. Let's buy a drink. Oh, we got the bonus! This is huge! They're saying it's the biggest free drink of all time. I wish they would stop tracking everything I do. It's a little creepy. Oh, I have a heart scale? Interesting. I can get Mirror Coat and Magic Coat. I don't want those. Those are not moves that I want. And the rest of the team needs to evolve before they will have any moves that I want for them. It's the Pokemon World Tournament. Wow. Remarkable. Am I allowed to just leave? Can I just leave? Yeah, I can just go. I can just... Peace out. They're saying it's the biggest trash can find of all time. I don't think anyone is actually saying that. I don't think anyone has actually ever said that. We do get a Rocky helmet though, which is pretty cool. Wait, there's another hidden item? There's an ether. Alright, we should probably do the PWT. The Pokemon World Tournament. My Skidmark Broham? Is that the play here? So yeah, this is just a tournament. It's a really cool battle facility. So here is a tip for you, courtesy of the YouTuber Chuggaconroy. Normally, you can't run from trainer battles. However, because this is a battle facility, you can just forfeit the match. And when you do that, you get a shard of a random color. He says this is the most efficient way to get shards. I don't know I entirely agree with that, but it is a pretty easy and mindless way to get shards. So if you want shards for one of the move tutors, this is an option. This is available to you. This is a thing you can do. This tournament is also very much skewed in your favor, because Clay's highest level was, I believe, level 33, so that's approximately the level you should be at this point. The game, I believe, is supposed to lock you to level 25 for this tournament. It locks your opponents to that, but it does not lock you to that. So basically, you are just at a massive advantage. Oh, I forgot about the bright powder. I was like, water pulse can't miss. How did that happen? Right, I'm holding the bright powder. They're saying it's the biggest bright powder miss of all time. Tranquil, that is the easiest ice punch of my life. Actually, Return might still be better. Return might actually be better. But I am going to get value out of my ice punch. And out of my bright powder, apparently. I think Air Cutter actually has a mischance, but obviously the mischance is increased with the bright powder. If you are not aware, bright powder reduces the enemy's accuracy by 10%. So not super consistent, but it's something. Alright, we're rematching Charon. He already has a Stoutland. He does not have Intimidate on his Stoutland. That is what we in the business call a rookie error. A rookie mistake. Basically, the plan is spam jump kick to victory, not the cute charm, man. That's my strategy. That's my thing. And this abomination. Get this thing off of my screen. Get it out of here. Gross. I don't want to look at it. And finally, we take on Colress. As a researcher, it is the truth and the ideal way things should be that I seek. The latent power of Pokemon. What is the best way to bring it out? If possible, I want it to be the trust between trainers and their Pokemon, just as it has always been. I look forward to you teaching me that this is indeed true. That was a long freeze. Scared me a bit. Magneton. The supersonic miss? They're saying it's the biggest supersonic miss of all time. Let's return. The heal block miss. They're saying it's the biggest heal block miss of all time. Mostly because I don't think any human being has ever witnessed heal block miss before. I think this is the first time in history that anyone has ever experienced that. And you were here. You saw it live. Unless you're watching the VOD, in which case you saw it less live. Anyway, we get 1 battle point for our efforts. The game is kind of acting funny, so I'm just gonna save real quick. The game has been on for like a month. My 3DS has just been on for like the past month, sitting on my desk. So it's possible it might not be super impressed with that. So we're just gonna give her the old off and on again. I'm gonna restart the game and pray that my save file is still here. Because I'm not super confident in that save. Fantastic news, everyone. My save still exists. I did not mean to turn on the seat here. Okay. Okay, good. The truck race was postponed. I am not missing the NASCAR Truck Series race. That's good. All right. Let us go chase after Team Plasma. But first, let me grab this item. A PP up. Ad break coming up in less than a minute. If you'd like to skip the ads, now would be a great time to consider subscribing. Whoa. We have found the Team Plasma base. It's a boat. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, we're about to do a lot of fighting against a lot of Team Plasma. One thing this game does quite well is these like big battles. Like, as annoying and grindy as it is, they say it's the biggest gyro ball miss of all time. As grindy as it is to have so many of these fights back to back, it is kind of cool that it like actually feels like you're fighting a whole team and not just random people once in a while. The Bright Powder is putting in work. I am getting insanely good luck with it. The crit takedown, I guess I deserve that. I guess that's deserved. Do I give Amogus another chance? Do I give him a shot? Or a shot, rather? Alright, we'll go back up Charon. I don't think I chose the correct Pokemon for this fight. I don't think this was the play. Don't think this was the move. Nice crit. Maybe mattered. I really wish you would let me knock that out, because I really would have liked to have healed back some of this HP. Sure, get rid of Sweet Scent. Do we go for the Toxic Stall Amogus? Is that the play here? Getting absolutely carried by Charon. Absolutely carried. This Stoutland is so strong. It's insane. Not more poison types, man. I don't want to fight these. Good. Focus on the Duat. Pay no attention to the lowly Fungus over here. Maybe I should ingrain. Maybe that's the play. At this point, it's kind of too late. Well, maybe not. Watchog. This I can poison. The Super Fang miss. This is huge. This is massive for us. They're saying it's the biggest Super Fang miss of all time. Does Raticate get guts? Guess we'll find out. Oh, hang on. Toxic Ingrain? This seems like a really cool strat. This seems like a really fun strat. And then Giga Drain to get health back. Not the Sucker Punch, man! Alright, well, it was a cool strat. It was a fun and whimsical strat. Nice crit. That's the last of them. What is going on? Oh, good grief. You're the person who was shivering in the cold storage, right? Was it your name Zinzolin? You're gonna have to tell me what you're planning to do with this ship. You! Once again, we will use the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon and we will rule the Unova region. Curious trainers, we shall not let you run around as you please. Shadow Triad, get them out of here. By the way, we are not your... I know, but kick them out of here now. Move. Shadow Triad, what's their deal anyway? Ah, Team Plasma, where did you vanish to? Well, tragically, Team Plasma got away. That was a big lag spike. Game is doing some weird stuff. Game is doing some scary stuff. Anyway, I think that is where I'm going to call it for today. So I appreciate everyone who stopped by and hung out as ever. Thank you very much. And I will catch you in the next one.